To go to prisons. Prisons are pretty interesting at the moment. Above average we are in a lot of things, but we're also higher in terms of the rate of people we are imprisoning in Australia at the moment than any other time in Federation. Gleeson, the issue is recidivism or reoffending, and according to the report out today, 55% of prisoners return to jail within 2 years. That's a terrible statistic.
Yeah, and that says a lot about what's going on in the jails. I have a personal belief that when people go to jail, they probably learn more in jail about recidivism and more about how to rort the system and engage in illegal acts than if they were outside jail. So I think in many respects it's a sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. But these are alarming statistics. They are statistics that we need to have a really good look at in coming years because, you know, there's been Productivity Commission reports after Productivity Commission reports into whether or not we need to go down the path of more rehabilitation. But when we see cases in Queensland, you know, like the Daniel Morecambe case, like the Childers backpacker case, where these people have killed kids and have made multiple fatalities out of arson, you know, there is a very strong argument that the key should be thrown away, that they should never be allowed back into mainstream society. So it's a really complex area, but when you see those stats, gee, certainly question, alarm bells ring, don't they?
Hey, now look, I thought everyone was, you know, playing Monopoly, reading books, going for a walk when we were locked up. Yeah, I know, it's by design, but we're told obstetricians, gynecologists, they're all fully booked from March to May next year. So clearly we weren't just sitting at home with board games, hey?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of things to say here, and I apologise in advance. First off, this is a lack of care by government. There should have been, I mean, they had people walking around checking how many people you had at home, etc. Every state government should have had a figure in a costume. Let's call him Condom Man, walking the streets of the city, knocking on doors, saying, "Oi, anyone there? You need any help?" You know, something like that. And the other thing is Australia has finally done to each other what government has done to it for years. There you are. Very predictable.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
all I have.
There you go.
Peter.
And it is, what, 6:15? Goodness me.
Yes,
Gleeson.
thank you.
When Cyclone Yasi happened in 2011 in Townsville, there was no power for a week. About 9 months later, so in about December 2011, there was an absolute explosion of babies at the Townsville Hospital and North Queensland Hospital. So no power and a pandemic. Well, you know, as Peter Costello said, have one for the country.
Oh, this is one for COVID. This is one for COVID by the look of it. Gentlemen, I will leave it there before we get any bluer. Thank you for your time.
See you, Peter.
See you, Peter.